were skateboarding together, just like all the guys, crews that are existing and being videotaped all the time, and they have their films and everything being made about them. But they're the skateboarders, you know? We just want to be skateboarders. We don't want to be girls skateboarders.
Have so many guys are all over, like in skateboard videos, magazines, everywhere on competitions. Like as soon as you see a girl, it's probably when they're showing her cleavage or like her butt or whatever. Like she's not a skateboarder in the movie. Like she's just there to look hot, and I wanna like get away from that.
In the last 20 years, skateboarding has evolved from being an exclusive scene to a worldwide fad. Today, skateboarding has become a lifestyle that is documented by a variety of different media outlets. Yet, women remain misrepresented and underexposed as skateboarders in film, print, and photography.
Any advertisements, skateboarding or not, women are often portrayed as being passive objects. Whereas men are often portrayed as being active.
Skateboard media is really conservative. Skateboarding is quite conservative, I have to say. Quite scared for changes, and there's a lot of politics going on with all these magazines and who goes in what magazines, and you know, it's kind of the advertisers that kind of pays for the content. And so yeah, I mean, it's tough for girls to start to skateboard for sure, but it's probably even tougher to, you know, to get in the mags or in the movies.
You need to have some kind of standard, otherwise it will fall through. Compared to all the other photos, you'll have all the guys doing big stairs or handrails, and then you'll have a girl doing a slab behind a curb. So if we get a nice photo with a girl, or if a good girl wants to go shoot a photo with one of the photographers for the magazine, we wouldn't say no. It's just, it hasn't happened yet.
The women's skateboarding in Sweden is doing so much, and in the skateboarding magazine it's so little. And then they have like interviews with people you don't even give a shit about. I know the guys at the newspaper, and they say like, oh, we don't get any material, and that's probably true, but there should be more photographs and writers that think that the girl skate scene is interesting. I think that's the problem.
This underrepresentation of women skateboarders in the media has only assisted in reinforcing their minority status. Women who do choose to skateboard face more challenges in comparison to male skateboarders.
Me and a friend, we just saw some skateboarders and we wanted to try ourselves. We didn't really think about us being girls, but like when you got to the skate park and there were like maybe one other girl who was there skating, then you kind of realize, oh, I'm a girl as well, you know. You hadn't really thought about it, but but it doesn't like stop you from skateboarding. But maybe if you're younger, I don't know, because when you're young, you mostly just want to fit in and be like one in the crowd.
I wanted to skate ever since I was like 10 something. When I first got, like for Christmas, I got one of these little banana boards, but I daren't go outside the garage with it. Literally, I was like, oh my God, everyone's staring. There's nowhere to skate apart from outside where the street, and there's all these boys that I know that are watching me and I'm crap. So I just stayed in the garage.
Just seeing guys there makes you feel like you're not a part of the scene. It's not a natural surrounding.
Let's say you were the only Swedish guy among like French dudes and you didn't know French and you felt like intimidated. But that's how I feel when I enter the park as a girl with only guys.
This is the Tösabirarna Lund click. Yeah. We're gonna show you Gaste.
When I first went to Gaste in Lund, I had been skating like for a while, and I just got there, and for like the first time in my life I saw something that was exactly what I wanted to, like where I wanted to be. People greeted me like from the from the start. Like I was really accepted immediately, and that was the first time in my life, I think, that I've felt that.
We are the minority still, and yeah, the more girls we can get doing it, the better.
After the opening of Bryggeriet Indoor Skate Park in Malmö, thousands of skaters have flocked through the park's doors, including an increasing number of women. Together, these women have formed Tassabiderna, an all-female skateboarding crew.
The thing was, like, way back there weren't that many girls who used to skate at all in Sweden, and we needed, like, someone asked me, like, what could you do to get more girls to skate, and I hadn't really thought about it until then. But then I was like, we need more like role models to look up to. So that's kind of how I got the idea, like we should build like a crew who could like push each other and like who other girls could look up to as well. So that's kind of how it started.
What I like about skating with the crew is that the really good girls, kind of that brushes off on you, they're cool. You're like, yeah, she can do that, look. Yeah, as a crew, pretty good, aren't we, because of her?
There's always a reason to meet your friends. When we see each other, it's around the skateboarding, so it's really accessible. I think we're a group of friends who are really uncomplicated together because we met through skateboarding.
1, 2, 3, my baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure.
Despite the differences in age, the women of Tassabiderna have created a strong community bond. They hope to create more participation and visibility for women who share the same passion for skateboarding.
The most things I've been doing, I guess, is like having or arranging skate camps for girls. We've also done like contests for girls and tours where we like did demos and have like skate schools and yeah, that kind of stuff, but also things like today when we just go out and grill and like skate together and have a good time.
Girls are coming from all over the world to skate in Sweden, and I think we're a big part of why that's happened. There are girls skating and there's a contest solely for girls that you don't have to compete with other guys that are way better than we are, but we're getting there and it's really fun because I think girls feel more comfortable skating and competing against other girls.
We're seeing a lot of small girls started to skate alone, and I think that's a big step because that is what's needed. If someone in their 20s comes up and say, "Oh, I want to skate," it's not the same thing because then they've found themselves. They know who they are. When you're like 12, you don't really know.
Bryggeriet Skate Park is also assisting in getting more women to skateboard by hosting a separate skate session on Monday nights. These sessions have proven to be a success.
After we opened up Bryggeriet, immediately we had girls skate on Mondays. And we've had that now since '98 since we opened up. You know, it can get quite intimidating to come here and be the only girl or a minority. It's been working really well just to have a separate time.
Because I was going to girls' night, it was there like something for me. I wasn't trying someone else's sport. Living out here, I want to find an easier way of doing it every day, and we've got some land, so I want to build a mini ramp over there and just have something so I can progress without having to go too far. I'm hoping we can bring the girls' night from Bryggeriet, like have another girls' night over here. It's part of my everyday now.
Whilst the crew are doing their part to get more women involved in skateboarding, their best solution to gain more exposure is simply just to skate.
There should be like more exposure of both girls and boys skating together. Because if we have lots of exposure of girls skating with only girls and guys skating with only guys, maybe it's better to have like a mix, like showing like skate videos with guys and girls skating together and like filming each other and having fun together, because that would send a message, I think, that it's okay, no matter if you're a girl or a boy or whatever you are, it's okay to skate and you're like welcome.
It has to become more normal, and it's still not normal to be a woman and a skateboarder. It's getting there, I think, and I think it will get there eventually. And it's not until then, I think, that women will be portrayed in the skateboarding media as skateboarders, not women skateboarders.
Everything depends on the content. If the girls get better than the guys, then there will be more girls on the website than there will be guys. It's all about the content. I don't care if you're a girl or a guy. It depends on how good you are skating.
Despite fighting for equality in their sport, the women of Tasabirana just want to be viewed as skateboarders so they can be free to skate without labels or limitations.
It's like the ultimate freedom, I think, and I want to do that for as long as possible, like being able to fly in the air and be free.
Even if I'd quit in a couple of years, then it would still be a huge part of why I am the way I am today.
It's kind of my life. I work with skateboard and like I'm in the skate park every day. I try to skate as much as I can, and yeah, I love it.